What's up? It's Jen and Amy, and this is That's Normal for Your Age, where we talk about stuff that happens in midlife and how to navigate it well, or just not feel like you're quite so alone while you're navigating it. Today, we're going to talk about the things that we're letting go of, and the big one is like other people's expectations and stuff that no longer serves us, right?
Sure. The lack of needing to people please.
People pleasing. Yeah. Do you feel like you're a big people pleaser?
Well, yes.
What?
Well, yeah. I'm a mom and I'm a wife, so it starts at home, of course. And of course in your jobs you want to please the people around you because if everybody else is happy, there's less contention and you don't have to deal with no friction. Yeah. You don't have to deal with that. So I don't know if people pleasing isn't always for them. It's for me too.
Yeah.
But more and more lately, I don't really care as much. Not that I don't care. I think I pick and choose the things that I used to go above and beyond and, say what I think a lot more than I used to. How about you? Are you a people pleaser?
I would say on some level, I don't feel like I'm a people pleaser. From the outside looking in, yes.
No.
Because I feel like sometimes it's not necessarily, and this is where the fun comes in, right? Because it's not so clear cut. Like you said, it's like I don't choose to have a big lunch, like dinner, for example. What are we going to eat? Where are we going to go get food? And where are we going to, what are we going to make? What are we going to grab? I will say, no, I don't care. Like we can do whatever everybody else wants to do because I just don't want to have the fight or the big long discussion because usually by the time we're having it, I'm pretty hungry and I just need to eat something. you know,
The dinner time discussion is the worst.
it is the worst.
The worst. I hate being like, do you want this? Do you want that? And I'm like, why do I? So, okay, let me back up a little bit. One of my clients the other day she told me, she's like, I think you give the kids too many options. And she didn't mean just with meals and stuff. And I do. I mean, I always have because I want them to eat what I'm making. And that's where that options came in. That now that they're older, they really need, they should be able to just eat what I'm making and not make such a big deal out of it. But I still do it, but less now.
Yeah.
And I have to tell you, there's probably only 2 days a week that I really like cook, but the rest of the week is like leftovers from those 2 days or like variations from, other things. Well, maybe more than 2 days, maybe 2 or 3 days. But on the weekends, it's like breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
And that's a lot.
It's a lot.
That's a lot.
And I've gotten to a point where I like, there's the refrigerator.
There's something in there. Figure it out.
We have cereal.
Yeah.
My mom used to be like, you don't want what I made for dinner? There's the fruit bowl. If you don't want that, go to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know where we got to that point where we're like, I don't know. We give our loved ones so many options.
So many options. Yeah.
Yeah. I never had those options.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I do it. I don't know.
Take it or leave it. No, I think that you kind of hit a note there because usually, like for many of us that are like fairly well adjusted, we work really hard to make sure that our loved ones, our kids especially, don't have the same traumas that we had growing up or like things that were undesirable for us. We work really hard to make sure that they don't have to deal with that.
Yeah.
I think that in some way, especially for this generation coming up, we work so hard to like not have any discomfort. And it's like at the end of the day, life is discomfort, and discomfort is what helps you learn from mistakes and grow. And if you have no discomfort and everything's comfortable, like this stuff doesn't happen, right? And so we're trying to like we didn't have a ton of money growing up. Like I remember there was like a East Coast called Hardee's, like Carl's Jr. Like that was a fun like exciting night out. And to go there for dinner or something was like, it just didn't happen.
Like special, right? Like
was
a special
special.
occasion type
It was
stuff.
a special occasion. And it was never like, oh my gosh, we've got a lot of stuff. We're just gonna go and grab food out. And that is like totally different these days.
Yeah.
Like back and forth, all the stuff. We grab food more than I would like to.
Same.
And yeah, gosh, this will even show. Getting a foot-long hot dog from 7-Eleven was like a big thing. There was one like right around the corner from the pool. So in the summer, it's like, and when we were old enough, like we could walk there.
Yeah.
And so that was like, oh, I'm just gonna I'll go get a hot dog.
Yeah. Fancy. So fancy.
Yeah.
I think that's super funny. I can't remember, there's 5 of us kids. And my mom was, because we grew up Mormon. And so in that community, they really encouraged like homestead kind of lifestyles. So a lot of like she made homemade bread, she made homemade jam, like that was awesome. But my mom, like she claims now that she never liked to cook.
Yeah.
She likes to bake, which is funny because I like to bake and I don't love to cook, but I still cook some good things for my family. But regardless, I give them way too many options. I should just have like, I remember my mom having just like a menu of a certain number of things, but we always had a good dinner on the table, so I don't think we ever complained. We weren't allowed to,
You wouldn't think of it.
I wouldn't. I didn't have the balls to complain about
The balls on the kids.
I did not have the nerve. Yeah, exactly. These kids have a lot of nerve.
Yeah, they really do. And it's
We
like,
gave them that nerve. It's our fault, it's where we've put them.
yeah.
But yeah, more and more lately, to get back to the subject, is that there's so many things I just I have been letting go of, especially more and more lately. I've discussed with my friend Nina. She was talking about a friend of hers, and I was telling her, the older I get, the more I realize you don't have to be friends with everybody. Life is short.
Yep.
Time is, precious, and I want to choose who I spend my time with and how I spend my time more carefully. So a lot of things start going away.
Yeah.
It's
like you have to prioritize, because if everything's important, then nothing's important and nothing gets done.
Right.
And usually you're going to be the last thing on that list that
Right.
gets shoved off.
Absolutely.
Never plan.
Yeah. So less committing to, those unnecessary obligations, also like you and I discussed, like having friends that understand that even though you've made plans, and I've aligned myself with many friends like this. I'm not the only person. That's the only reason I don't feel like a total butthole about it. I will make plans weeks ahead.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the day comes, sometimes I don't feel like doing it. I just don't want to, I don't want to go anywhere. I'm not in the space. If you go out, you're going to enjoy yourself, but it's not going to be that party you built up in your head, So our friends, I don't know any of them that I couldn't call up and be like, bro, I'm not going to make it. I don't want to do this tonight.
Yeah.
And half of the time they'll feel the same way. They'll be like, oh, thank God. They're already taking their bras off on the phone,
Well, it is a funny thing, because it's like, and I think we need to normalize this. Like, you can look forward to wanting to hang out together and saying, oh, we're going to have so much fun. Like, whatever it's going to be, if we're going to do like our,
the mom's
trivia
nights,
nights or whatever. And like, so look forward to it. And then also have that other side of you that's like, but like, it's like the little devil. But like, if it didn't happen, like I could get into bed at 8:00 and like, oh, I could turn on the heated blanket or the heating pad, and I could like get another chapter into my book before I fall asleep.
I could
like,
go to sleep before 10.
And then it's like, well, why would I go out? Like, this sounds great. And so, but but you'll go out and you'll rally and it'll be fine.
Sometimes we do, yeah, and sometimes we don't. And you know, it's funny because I've noticed that when a large group of us like we'll have that group call or that group, you know, message board, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not really feeling it, guys, or you know what, I'm so sorry I can't make it, and then everybody starts dropping like flies.
Me either,
like,
me either, me either.
yeah, you know, I'm picking tomorrow. Oh, you guys are right. Like it's a general feeling.
Yeah, it is.
Sometimes, you know, I like to blame things on the moon. You know how I am. Sure. So I'll just be like, the moon's not right tonight. So
vibes are weird. Had to leave.
Vibes are weird. I had to go. My clothes felt tight.
Oh yeah. No, I have nothing to wear.
Nope.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's the other thing.
That's always the thing.
Comfortable clothes.
Yeah.
I will no longer wear clothes that are not comfortable.
I know. That's one that I kind of like. I feel like I talk about this way too much. Like I'm really good with athletic wear, and that's pretty
You're
much.
in jeans
I'm
today,
wearing
though.
jeans today because I wanted to try and like. Whatever. I don't know.
Just for
I'm trying, even though we get like, you know, chest up. But no, it's like hard. Like I feel really comfortable in athletic wear. I feel like you never know when you need to drop it into squat. You never know when you need to like chase after something or somebody.
A dog, a child.
Yeah. Something. And like I feel I feel like I'm held together well. And then I put on any other clothes almost, and it's like, oh yeah, it's just like jeans. Like, why do we have to have buttons and zippers? Like, really? Like they
I
dig
don't know,
in?
but whoever invented stretch denim is doing the Lord's work because
Well, but
I don't think I would wear denim otherwise.
I know, but it's like now.
I used to lay on the bed to zip up my jeans, like it was so tight. And back then, denim didn't have any stretch in it, so that was wild. Compared to how I feel now.
Yeah, but it's like I still like skinny jeans, and it's like you're not supposed to wear them.
Wear your skinny jeans. Who said you're not supposed to wear them? You know what? Another thing, I don't care.
Yeah, I know. I just want to look put together. That's the thing.
Put together skinny jeans.
I know.
Look at how much all those styles come back anyway. Like everything comes back around.
Yeah, I know. But I also like sometimes I don't want to wear skinny jeans because I just want to wear sweatpants.
Sometimes I just don't even want to wear pants at all.
I don't. Yeah. Just like muumuus all the time, period. Because like it is impossible to be uncomfortable unless it like cuts too low or something like that or whatever. That's where it's at.
Muumuus. Golden Girls knew what's what.
Yeah. That's like Mrs. Roper, just like
oh my God,
floating
she had
in.
the best
I love
muumuus,
it.
though.
Yeah.
So pretty.
Well, that's what we did for my birthday last year. We did like muumuus and like mules or something.
Yeah, muumuus and mojitos or something, I think it was. Yeah, that was great. You could do that every time. I'd be fine with that.
I know.
I blame y'all for giving me comfy, cozy stuff for like my birthday. Tiffany gave me this fuzzy thing that it's like one of those softy like blankets that you buy the babies when they're little. But it's like a full-on like with sleeves and a hood and pockets.
Oh, great. Yeah. Why would you ever take
You're
that
lucky.
off?
You're lucky I got out of the house at all today.
Oh my gosh.
Honestly. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Yeah. Although I will say, if I'm going to go out, I need to have, this is what I've learned in my old age, I need to have some level of discomfort. Because if I'm too comfortable and there are drinks,
you want to go away.
Well, if I'm too comfortable and there's drinks and I'm out, like it's on.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, next time I'm gonna be like, put on your sweats. We're going to do shots.
Oh my God, I don't do shots. But no, that one birthday of mine, you know the one I'm talking about. I was in just like denim shorts and just like a tank top because I was like, you know what, it's my birthday. I just want to feel comfortable. I want to feel good, and whew.
That was a birthday.
I got real comfortable.
I think we made everybody else uncomfortable.
No, I think they liked it. They liked it.
Sure.
Yeah. We'll say.
But like a certain point.
Yeah.
But I don't think anybody remembers. I hope nobody remembers.
Well,
that was funny.
I mean, yeah.
But
That
you were
was something.
comfortable, and that's all that mattered.
Yeah.
And you were having a great time. We had a great time.
Yeah. I needed to be wearing at least heels.
You weren't wearing heels,
I was
right?
wearing like flat
You were
flip
like,
flops. I was like,
you
this
were
is,
beach wear or something, huh?
I think I had some skinny jeans, but they were like a comfortable pair and just like a tank top.
Oh yeah, I have a video.
Oh, no, we're good. Thank you. We're good.
I do. We'll
But yeah,
post that in later.
but it's like we can say no to uncomfortable clothes unless it serves us to do otherwise.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. But that's
Yeah.
where my tolerance level is now.
Yeah.
That if it doesn't serve me the way that I want it to, then I just don't bother with it unless it's something that's like, law, or it's going to affect other
Like,
people's
damn, I have
lives.
to wear pants.
Yeah.
There's a
I mean,
law. Does the
there's
law
no law that you have to
specifically-
wear a
Yeah.
bra out in public.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, go. I don't want to knock anybody over those.
Or tip over myself. Gotta distribute that weight the right way. But so how do you feel that affects you in like relationships?
Yeah, because with some relation, like you said, I think our group of friends, our moms, our bad moms, I think that we all have like a good level ground, and so I think we respect each other, and we're all kind of in the same boat with same age kinds of kids. Like we know what the things are, but not everybody's there. So I would say, I think some of it is, like everything, communicate, right? You got to communicate what your needs are, what's important to you, your priorities, and those kinds of things, especially if it's like new people that you don't hang out with. And sometimes that's more appropriate than others. Like work, you're not going to communicate all your crazy, right? You got to hold
Not all
something
at once
back.
anyway.
Yeah, you got to slow leak, right?
Slow leak.
Like a gas leak. It doesn't kill you right away. It's nice and slow.
Pinhole.
You hit your widgets.
I didn't touch it.
Put your widgets away, Amy. We're on camera.
I didn't touch it.
Um,
It's doing its own thing. Okay.
so I think probably also in that like goes like just because, or let's see, how do I want to say this? Like maybe if it's a challenge to uphold boundaries or be able to say no to things, maybe those aren't people that you need to be doing things with.
Sure.
Or maybe you just haven't set the appropriate boundaries. So communicating that.
Oh yeah. I'm finding more of a freedom of eliminating relationships that aren't okay with that kind of functionality. It's like, this is the way I want to function now.
Yeah.
I'm finally getting to a point where
That's okay.
I want to be who I want to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to be like completely like we do not care. I mean, I know that's a big thing right now, and we do not care about anything. And there are things I don't care about, but I will feign, caring about them for a little while or for the appropriate level when it comes to things that would affect, other people. I'm not trying to trash everybody else's life too.
Right. Yeah.
Just trying to make mine a little easier and a little more enjoyable and a little less difficult.
Yeah. I years ago heard this thing like in terms of like who do we say no to and like how, because I would say I probably would classify my issues as less people pleasing and more like thinking I have like I can get a lot done. And sometimes I think I can get too much done. And it's like, oh, that's a little thing. That's a little thing. That's a little thing. Like, of course I can do that because it's just a little thing. It doesn't take a ton of time. And it's more like I have this sense of achievement, like a high achiever. And so I want to fucking achieve. And so coming back to this thing I read a few years ago that kind of like really was amazing. But it was talking about, and I wish I could remember where it came from, but she said when people ask her to do things, my schedule is as full as I like it.
Oh.
Because now it's not like, I can't do this because I'm like having to have an excuse on
Right.
file.
Why should you have to explain yourself to
You don't
anyone?
have to.
Yeah.
No.
My
My schedule's as
schedule
full
is
as I
as
like it.
full as I like it.
It takes ownership.
Yeah.
Like this is how I like it. And they don't need to know like what you've got or
It
if
also
it's
subtly tells them it's none of their business how you're spending your time, and your time is your time. I like that.
yeah.
I need to make a note of that.
Now I haven't used that necessarily yet.
Oh.
But it is like having because at the end of the day, really, no is a complete sentence
Yeah.
in all cases. And this is kind of funny because when we were trying to figure out like when we were going to film this next day, because yeah, hey, surprise, surprise, we were on a like 2-month hiatus.
Yeah.
Well, I moved
We
and
had a lot of stuff
life
going on.
happened and,
Yeah.
and all that stuff. And you're like, oh, can you do whatever day? And I was like, nope.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing.
No, I cannot.
Those are the relationships I want to keep and have, are the people that I can say no to.
Yeah.
You know, and they won't feel like I don't love them.
Yeah.
It's just that I either don't want to, or I'm doing something else that I have to do, or, I very rarely say no to people. I've always been that way. It's been really hard for me to always say no. I mean, it's always been very hard for me to say no, not always say no. You know what I mean?
I know.
But also one of my love languages is serving others and doing things for people, because I do enjoy it. I do enjoy, helping my friends out when they need help. And if I have the time, I absolutely want to be there for them. As long as, same with my family. I like serving my family. That's just something that I've always felt joy. It brings me joy to do those things. So, sometimes I'll put myself out.
Yeah.
But it's
Like
okay.
it makes me really happy. And you're like showing up with your hair all like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, I
I
can't see straight. I haven't eaten in 3 days, but
Yeah. No, I was serving dinner last night, but I was again doing a series of leftovers. But I was doing the heating up and dishing up and serving, just because, Izzy was doing homework and Alejandro hurt his ankle, so and Rick was like beat from work, so I'm running back and forth, and I seemed frantic. For a minute, I stopped and I was like, "Why am I breathing like this is a contest? Like,
heart racing. Is this a sprint?
why do I feel like I'm being chased and I'm not?"
You're chasing yourself.
I was chasing myself,
Yeah.
but I don't know. There must be some level of that I actually enjoy sometimes.
There's something perverse about it. There really is.
I'm a pervert.
You are. That's a different,
I'm a pervert.
whole different
Oh,
show.
okay.
Yeah. No.
I
But
thought we were getting real finally. No, just
So, no, there is like some sort of like almost like perverse pleasure in like doing too much, whether it's to say like I did it all or I don't even know, but there's some level of like satisfaction or something. Maybe it's the devil on your shoulder.
For me, I think it's just to get something done.
Yeah.
If I'm doing simple things, I'm checking off like a list of things.
yeah.
It does give me some sense of accomplishment to finish something,
Yeah.
I guess.
That's
I mean, I don't know. Yes, that's what it is. It's doing things, just getting things done and doing them.
yeah.
Makes me feel like I'm being productive. That's what it is. As long as I'm moving, I feel productive.
And
Even when
that's
I'm exhausted, and I
even
should
when-
probably sit down.
because it is a lot of like little things, but sometimes it's like if you've got bigger things on your to-do list, there's almost that like procrastination, like
Oh, yeah.
it's going to take more time or if it's or more effort or it's like, not fun or like undesirable work or whatever. It's like, well, but I can't do that because I've got to get these lunches together and then I've got to toss the load of laundry in and then if I'm doing that, then I may as well do this and then oh look, I'll just kind of like wipe these crumbs into this thing, and so you get stuck doing those, and those are the little things that'll never end.
Right.
Like
I'd much rather do a million little things than the one big things that I put off forever. Like making that phone call to make the appointment to go to the doctor or whatever.
Or it takes 5 minutes. I know.
That
got one of
thing.
those.
Oh, I gotta remember to do that thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you make such a big deal out of it. But yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, and those are the things that probably are the things that really need to get done.
Of course.
Because everything else it's going to continue. The cycle will continue no matter what. And,
right.
Yeah.
That's funny. My mom used to say, I'd be like, I have to do so many things, and she'd be like, well, what do you have to do? I'm like, well, I need to do the dishes. She's like, the dishes will be there tomorrow. And I was like, well, when we were kids, like we did the dishes. I don't remember my mom doing the dishes a lot. But my kids don't do dishes very often.
That's Aiden's. That's why it's not done.
I don't have a dishwasher. And usually the sink is full of my stuff from the stuff that I've been doing in the kitchen, and I feel bad making the kids clean that stuff because it's usually stuff I want cleaned like a specific way, you know.
Can you teach them how?
I probably could, but then that would be one of the things. They would take away one of my things,
and then it would take away a barrier to get the other stuff done. Maybe you'd get that doctor's appointment made. I mean, yeah. And I can understand, I don't know, maybe this is crazy because I can understand like some things with dishes because like I think you were over. We had it, or did I not have it out? I got one of those like Snackle boxes. I was like, where it has like all the little like sections, and I was like, oh, this is cute. I was like, I don't need it. And I was like, no, I'm just gonna. This is my Easter treat.
Yeah.
And I hand washed it the first time, just so I could use it, and then Aiden put it in the dishwasher on the lower level. And I was like, no. So I took it out and I put it in the sink because there wasn't enough room. And I just went into it and it was getting started and I just put it in there. And I was like, yeah, saved it. Well, next night, little good boy going and getting the dishes done. And next morning I come out and I open up the dishwasher. It was on the bottom. And I was like, and it was all like, nah. I was like, I feel you.
Help me.
And I was like, oh. So, I said, whatever.
There goes your Snackle box.
$20. Do I want to throw away $20? No, but it could have been worse. And so it's like, so some stuff doesn't go on the bottom. And he learned that lesson and probably only learn it a couple more times. But
I don't know. Have you ever eaten off a dish that wasn't rinsed thoroughly?
Oh my God. No, I try to avoid it.
That's what I'm afraid of. Feared. That's what I'm, yes, that is my fear. I'm afraid of eating off a dish that's not clean enough.
Yeah.
And kids don't always have the best judge of whether something's clean enough or not.
Yeah. Well,
I think I know it's another control thing, but
Yeah, and sometimes like we learn the lessons in the failure.
Yeah.
And that's worth it in the long run.
It's worth the diarrhea.
It's well, just lots of soap and really hot water. But then
that's the thing when they don't rinse off the soap.
Yeah.
That's what gives you diarrhea. It's like soap.
Gives you the bubble butt.
Literally cleaning out your innards. But I'm cleaning on the inside. Right? Yes. Yeah. But yeah, I think that's my fear is that they won't get them rinsed off enough. But then again, I could always just rinse the dish off before I use it if I wanted to make an issue of it. But I don't know. It's there's that fine line between being a control freak,
oh my God,
and not wanting to care, I guess.
Yeah, because if I give something up, I need to it is not on my radar.
No,
I'm done.
Really?
It's dead to me. Like the dishes, dead to me. I will let the sink sit full of those dishes until he does it. Now, every now and then I will help him, or when Brandon's home, he'll help him because he's got a lot of sports and sometimes it's late and everything. And it was late last night, but he did get on and play games for 15 minutes. And I was like, if you've got the time to play games for 15 minutes, then you can unload your lunchbox and you can take care of the dishes. So today, it's definitely, that's just going to sit there until he gets home. And so it's dead to me.
I
It's dead
can't.
to me.
If I can see it, I can't let it just be.
Oh, there's always something else to obsess over, though.
True.
Yeah.
So many things.
But I mean, yeah. And so that's like, I just keep telling myself that it's growth for him. And I wouldn't want to impede his growth. I can't go out and catch the balls on the football field for him.
No.
He's got to do that. And one day he's not going to live with me anymore. Way sooner. Way sooner than I
Stop. Don't. If you do it, I'm going to do it.
I gotta. But it's growth, and just like your mom probably, struggled to handle over the. I mean, like struggled is maybe not the right
There were
word,
5 of us
but
kids.
like I mean, you guys can rotate.
She had no problem handing over chores. But you know what? That we always had, our house was very much like clean and organized. Well, organized-ish. But yeah, she put us to work young.
We used to every Saturday morning without fail.
Yeah.
Maybe Sunday if I had like
Clean the whole
swim
house.
meets. It would be first thing in the morning. I'd dust my dresser and my bookshelf and my desk. I removed everything from it, and I had, not to brag, but I had a lot of trophies.
Awards and trophies. I knew that's what you're gonna say.
Some of them were put to
course you did.
station, but some were, actual, medals of honor, first, or there was no honor. No, just kidding. No, but I had all this stuff, and I dusted it all, and I had to sweep and had to, do all the things. And that was like every single Saturday morning. It didn't matter if it took 4 hours or 15 minutes.
Yeah.
We had to do it and I was like, oh yeah, when I'm an adult, I'm going to make my kids do it. We'll do that.
Why don't we do that?
I don't know. Because I've got too much stuff to go do. Like weekends are not, like weekends are a whole other job. We've got a track meet all day on Saturday this week. We've got a doubleheader football for Jacoby on Sunday, doubleheader football for Aiden on Sunday, and Aiden's got a receiver camp on Sunday.
And you're home alone until Saturday late morning at least?
Saturday,
You're single mom in it?
single mom in it. Yeah.
It's hard. Yeah, it's busy. Weekends you think the weekends here, everybody's like, oh, TGI Friday. And you're like, no, this is where the real shit comes in. Like, this is where the real work it comes in. So that kind of forces you to pick and choose things that you don't care about anymore. Obviously, if you don't have the time.
Yeah. If you're busy, you really have to lean into what the priorities are, and what is going to make the biggest amount of impact in the shortest amount of time.
Yeah.
I guess. Or the things that'll really kind of maximize your joy. This morning, I felt like I was running kind of late, and I'm on this kick with my meditation. That was one of my things that I wanted to focus on, and I've done a really good job with it in the past 2 months. I have not done it 2 days on work days, which was the goal. And this morning I was back and forth. I was like, maybe I'll skip it, and I was like, no, I gotta do something. So I had settled on something was gonna happen. I was thinking at least 5 minutes, and this thing popped up, and it was 10 minutes. I was like, just do it. Just do it, because I know. And sometimes this helps in figuring out your priorities. If there is one thing that saves you time later or allows you to be, give you more clarity or more joy, then you should absolutely do that thing. And I know if I do this meditation, I'm going to start off my day way more clear-headed, way more level. It kind of takes the gear back a little bit, so I'm not all the time. Yeah. I can actually be present when I'm doing things. I don't feel, because I know that as the day goes on, things are going to start to spiral a little bit.
Yeah.
I had one client that was late that made me late for my next client, made us late for and it starts to go like that. But if I at least, like if the whole day is going to spiral out of control,
Yeah.
I can probably give myself 10 minutes.
Right. If you start off tight, there's room to unravel.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Without being totally undone by the end of the day.
So I did it.
Good job. Proud of you.
And here I am.
Yeah, here you are. Here we are.
Here we are.
Perfect.
Yeah. So yeah, that can kind of help solidify what your actual priorities are, and it also helps to understand and remember like your values. Like at the end of the day, do you want to be like the high strung mom that was like going crazy and like was at the stuff but couldn't slow down enough to like actually watch your
Participate,
kid
yeah.
and enjoy? Or do you want to like show up a little less perfect and like show up late but still be there?
Oh, yeah.
So yeah,
You're going to be that hot mess mom that like comes rolling in, just like, forgot a couple buttons. Forgot some buttons.
yeah, whatever.
Oh, what do you find yourself less tolerant of these days, though? Like things that you're just like, you know what, I just don't have time for that anymore.
That's a good one. I kind of always like had a pretty like you can't bullshit a bullshitter.
Yeah,
So
you're kind of tough.
yeah, I've always like if you can't say it nice, say it with sarcasm. You know, that's my motto. So I've always been like pretty decent about that. Now there are definitely times that I could be better about. I don't know. What about you?
I think it's like the way that people talk to me sometimes. And I know that a lot of times people don't. It's hard to call people out when they're behaving badly or when they're not badly, but when they're speaking to you in a way that you don't really appreciate. I don't like confrontation.
Yeah.
But lately I feel less like it's a confrontation and more like a boundary.
Yeah.
Like that's my tolerance level, the change in my tolerance level.
Yeah.
If somebody's speaking away to me that's not, that's not cool,
Yeah.
Maybe it's from now that I have a teenage son, you got to keep them in check.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm more honest with people about what I think, but in a diplomatic way. I'm not mean or rude or, out to hurt feelings or anything. But, I learned a lot from, believe it or not, my younger sister. She lives her life with such intention and she holds herself to such a high standard in that intention. But she also holds other people to that high standard. Now, is she disappointed quite often? Probably, yes.
I'm sure, yeah.
But in essence, she has the relationships. She gets the relationships, that she wants with the people that she lets in and keeps in her life. And I feel like that's really important. And part of that is drawing boundaries and, not letting people treat you badly or talk to you badly.
Yeah.
I haven't quit anybody yet, but I have told people and I try to do it in the moment, like when it happens. Be like, hey, yeah. I don't let it build up. I try not to let it build up and then come up later and make it like a huge issue. I'll be like, ooh, that was kind of grumpy how you said that. Are you feeling grumpy? Am I making you feel grumpy? Try to be nice about it, but just let them know that it didn't feel good to me.
Yeah.
And that's hard. It's hard for me.
It is hard. It is.
Not only to identify that in myself right away, but to honor my feelings and, let that person know.
Yeah.
I don't like the way that felt. Don't do that anymore. So.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I mean, again, it's communication.
Yeah.
And if
I hope I'm getting better at it at 50 years.
I think it's something all of us always need to always aim for. I mean, because how you communicate with one person is going to be different with another.
Sure.
And sometimes, like, you can get away with like the sarcasm side, and sometimes you can't. And I like even where you're at, I know like East Coast, West Coast, it's
Oh, yeah.
different. It's much more direct on the East Coast. West Coast is just different.
We don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
Yeah.
Just want peace and love and nickel bags.
But then it's like you end up hurting people's feelings on the back ends because you didn't,
Right.
but yeah, because you like sugar coated it, or it's like the SoCal flake, where it's like they don't expressly say they're not going to show up, but it's like it just doesn't happen. I'm not talking about like how like what we talked about earlier, but
No.
it's just like the expectation is that they're going to show up and then they like never say anything or like say, oh,
Or you're already there waiting for them and they don't come.
yeah, that's a real
annoying.
kick in the nuts.
It is.
Yeah. But yeah. Well, that's cool. So yeah, set the intention with people and know your worth and know what you deserve so that you get it. Yeah.
You can't always get what you want.
If you try sometimes, you just might find.
Get what you need.
Well, cool. So I think
That's about it for
are we
today?
good here?
I am. I'm good here.
I think it's time for a nap. That's what I think.
It probably is. That's how I felt yesterday at this time. What time is it?
Yeah, it's about time to pick up the kids. So yes, it's time for a nap and a snack. That's how it goes.
Something. Magnesium, an extra magnesium or something.
Magnesium hit. Well, let's wrap it up as we always do. Talk about our wins for the week and something that we're working on.
So my wins for this week is I got my sourdough starter going again, and I'm actually selling loaves of bread now, which is fun. I like to bake those, but we can never eat as much as I can make. So sell them for a few dollars a loaf is fun. And then my goal is I told you I started writing, like waking up and writing down things in the middle of the night, thoughts. And so I think journaling is going to be something that I'm going to try to get back into and be more consistent doing. That's my goal for this week.
That's great. I love it. Let's see, what is my win? I like probably the win and the thing that I'm working on is just like continuing to get moved in and get situated here and find a spot for everywhere. By the way, there's wine over there if you need to grab a bottle.
I need wine so badly.
Or something. I have I'm still just trying to like reduce some stuff and get rid of that and yeah, and just get settled. And I also like I've always wanted to write a book. And so I'm like trying to I got into like a real like creative mode the other day. And so I'm trying to capture those creative modes and I have 2 different books and it may never happen, but
I like that feeling in spring. Spring's a good time to like start new
crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Because I don't have anything going
Not crazy stuff, but new like creative stuff.
I think I'll get bangs.
Whoa.
Reel it in.
As your friend, we need to confer about this. Yeah. Don't be going cutting bangs without talking about it first.
Yeah, do it himself. I will not. I will not.
I'll do it for you.
If I need to cut some hair, I'll shave my legs.
Let's drink some of that wine and we can.
Oh my God.
Cut your face for you.
Great idea. Get sloshed and cut some hair. No. But I do every now and then. Don't you get that? Like where you just want to
Cut bangs?
maybe I'll just
I haven't had bangs since like 1982. I don't even know how that would look on me. I think I'd look like my mom. So probably not. I love my mom. She's a beautiful woman, but I don't know what bangs are so high maintenance.
it's like, yeah, I don't mind like some side swept little like something, but like
Well,
full on like
I have like a widow's peak or like a weird like cowlick and stuff.
Yeah.
So if I did bangs, it would be so much work.
yeah, you gotta train them.
My mom's always like, I gotta go wash my bangs. I'm like, what? Because the rest of her hair doesn't need washed,
and then
but
it gets
because
crazy.
yeah,
Yeah,
I gotta wash my bangs.
I don't have to wash my hair any more than I do.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I never know what to do with my hair anyway.
Yeah, I don't either. It's up usually. I actually have done. Anyway,
No, it's nice today.
thanks. I watched it 2 days ago.
Dry shampoo.
Yeah. Well, cool. Well, I'm so glad that we got together
I'm
today.
so glad we finally got to do this.
This is a real big win right here.
Yes.
Yeah. And so we'll be back more regular and with all sorts of stuff about how to manage midlife.
We're your girlfriends. Just talk to us. Let us know how you're managing and what are the things that you have no tolerance for anymore.
You say no to.
And you don't feel bad about it.
Or you can maybe feel a little bit bad about it, but you're not letting it show on the outside.
That's an inside feeling.
Yeah. Suck it down.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Awesome. Thanks for watching. Let us know in the comments, and we'll see you next time.